can set you to OyaQ. This is the OyaQ account. This OyaQ account. You can see the dashboard. If they have any profit details, profit details is for record of what you are making every day. It's for record of what you are making every day. That is for profit detail. You can see it's the record of what you are making every day. That is for the profit detail. And not this profit is in your Binance, not in this OyaQ. So you are not withdrawing from this OyaQ because it is already dropped to your Binance or to your Bybit exchange. You are not withdrawing any money from this record or reward detail. Reward detail means if you have anyone you will refer to the business, you will see the results here. As in number one, you'll be giving $30 for bringing new person as level 1 member. So, but for now, you can see this person has not notified anyone, so there is no record of any profit. So note, you can withdraw this reward detail here. That's the only thing you can withdraw from OyaQ. For today's stunt, we are not here for the users, for the user orientation tonight. Let me just go straight to the point of what I want to discuss tonight. Tonight I want to talk about how you can pick coin to trade. You can see the following. These are the following coins that we have, and this is a Binance exchange. Binance, you can see the exchange you buy with your OyaQ. That's the way you are going to choose. Assuming that I buy my Bybit, you can see that it's showing me here that you have to buy your Bybit. I cannot trade on that because I'm not buying them. So I have to choose my exchange, the exchange I want to use. So let me choose Bybit. So here's what I buy with this account. So these are the coins. When you see red means danger. That is the coin is going down, it's going deep. While when you see green, it means that the coin is appreciating. While red means the coin is depreciating. Red means depreciating. So that is for the red and the other one is half, ash, and like that. You know, I told you that we have some recommended coin I sent to you in the group that you should trade. You can just go to the group and check the following coin, any of those coins. For instance, now maybe you want to trade this arc. You click on that on this arc like this. After clicking on this arc, I understand. Apart from the arc is not part of those coins I recommended. Even though I did not recommend any coin, but what you need to check before trading any coin, this is what I want to show you here. What you need to check. Whenever you come to this, you click on Add, you scroll down, you click on MACD. Under this indicator, you click MACD. This is MACD. So you will see the technical indicator. The technical indicator of this particular coin ARC showing that buyer, we have buy 11 buy, 3 neutral, and 4 seller. And how many minutes is this indicator? Is 15-minute time frame. The buyer will be mush. Those that will be in neutral, they are no buyer, they are no selling. Will be 3. While the seller will be 3. So which means that this coin buyer they are many. They are much than the seller. And for you to consider, you have to consider the buyer. Any coin you want to trade, the buyer much than the seller. That's what we call sentimental analysis. When they are supporting a particular project, it means that project will be appreciating. So you can also venture into that particular project. So, but when you see that the seller is much than the buyer, people are selling out, the coin will crash. When you see much buyer, the coin will pump. Because there are people that are behind this coin you are trading. So once you see that people are buying particular coin, you can buy it because the coin will appreciate. But when you see the seller, or when you see the seller are much than buyer, as people are beginning selling out, that coin will be about to crash. So you also don't enter the trade. Note, whenever you see seller that is much than the buyer, don't enter the trade. But now you see the buyer is much than the seller, and you can enter into it. But before you enter, check another time frame. This is for 15 minutes. And 15 minutes, you can see that the buyer are more than the seller. I told you that minute is good. That point is good because buyer it must be more than the seller. Check the 1 hour. In the next 1 hour, you can see that buyer also they are still more than the seller. So the coin is still good to enter because the buyer is still leading the market. Then check another minute. You can see the 4 hour now. The 4 hour we have like 15 buyer and 0 seller. It is showing you, telling you that people are still buying this particular coin. This coin will have strong volume. The more they buy, the more the volume will increase, and the coin will pump. In this 4 hours, the coin will so pump, will be pump, will be appreciated. That is what they mean. That in this 4 hours, this coin will pump. In the next 1 hour, this coin will pump. In the next 15 minutes, this particular coin will. Can you see now? As we are talking now, in the next 15 minutes, check again. Seller take over the market. Seller take over. So you have to check and check before you enter it. Check and check, check and check. Because you can enter it now and the seller can take over the market. The coin begin to cash now. As a judge, check it again. 15 minutes, seller has taken over the market. You should not enter it again. If you see something happen like that, don't enter it again. So let's check 1 hour again. 1 hour again. You can see buyer is still taking over now. In the next 1 hour, while seller is reducing. In the next 4 hours, again, you can see buyer is still taking over in the next 4 hours. The coin is good to trade in the next 1 hour, 4 hours. 1 hour, 4 hours is good to trade. In the next 21 day, that is one. You can see that buyer is still more than seller, but seller is coming gradually, almost 50% buyer, and then almost 50% now. So what you need to consider most is 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, we have the seller taking over the market. So the way this coin is now, it's not advisable to enter because it's possible for buyer to take over this, but it's possible for seller to take over the particular coin. So assuming that we have the strong buyer in the 15 minutes, and in the next 1 hour we still have strong buyer. For instance, now 1 hour now we have strong buyer in 1 hour. 4 hours we have strong buyer in 4 hours. 24 hours, which is 1 day, we still have majority of buyer than the seller. So for 15 minutes, we have strong seller. 15 minutes. So which means in 15 minutes the market will drop. So that is another thing you have to consider. You have to consider that the buyer are more than the seller. Any coin you want to trade, make sure that the buyer are more than the seller, and the gap must be too. The gap must be distance. The distance there must be a distance, like 20% or 50%. So the gap, there must be a gap between them. There must be a gap between them. You have to consider between the buyer and the seller. So that's for the 15 minutes and the time frame to check it. Make sure that buyer are more than the seller. Make sure that the buyer are more than the seller before trading any coin. Buyer must more than the seller. Check it meantime, check it meantime, because as you are checking it, something can happen in the market. Market can go against you. That the seller will take over the market. So after checking it like 3 times, you can enter it again when the market is still repeating. So that is the first thing you have to consider. After you have done that, click on create. You click on create. You can see this is create. I want to create this coin. Don't click activate to click on trade setting. After trade setting, come to manually create. Manually create, you can see warehouse mode. First, strategy mode is warehouse mode. Strategy mode is warehouse mode. Let me click on any. In strategy mode, after that you can see that we have warehouse mode, sub-bin mode, and sub-bin real-time settlement. What does it mean? Warehouse mode means that when you enter a trade and use warehouse mode, the coin will only sell at once. The coin will only sell at once. When you enter a particular trade, if you enter a trade and you apply like 6 margin call or 10 margin call, the 10 margin call will sell at once when the market reach your average price. For instance, if you enter a particular coin when it's around $1, and when it's around $100, and the coin drop to $10, it means that you have lost almost 90% dip. So for the coin, before the coin will sell off, the coin you have to wait until the coin to come to $100 before it will sell. That is whole warehouse. It will reach your average price. The whole warehouse mode. So B mode means that the coin will still be in the market. We selling. We be waiting for you until the market appreciate to 7 margin call. If the coin drop to 10 margin call, the coin will be waiting for you for the coin to appreciate to 7 to 8 margin call before it can sell. And you only sell at once as well. You only sell at once. Why the being real-time settlement means that no matter how the coin drop, you will be making profit even if you are not reach your average price. The market will be selling each margin call for you. When we get there, I will explain better. So that is for the whole warehouse mode. First buy amount. It means that how many times you want to manage this your capital. For instance, if you have $50 as capital, $50 now, don't export $50 to market at once. Do not export the $50 to the market at once. You have to manage it. For instance, you can say that let me use $10 to buy my $15. And this $10 you apply now, this $10 now, you want to apply it, you want to make use of it. That is $10, and that will be 10 times 4, making 40, plus the previous 10 you have used before, making 50. So you have margin call of 4. You have margin call of 4. $10, it means that you are calculating your capital and you want to apply what we call risk management. So you want to calculate, you want to manage your capital very well. So you start with, you just use $10 as your first buy amount. I'm setting account for $50. This account for $50 now. $50 account, your first buy amount will be $10. And your margin call simply means that how many times that you want your robot to buy this coin for you. And because you cannot mean that it depends the capital you have. But if someone have like $100 capital, the person can say that I want to use for buy amount as 10, and I should buy like 10 times, making $100. But if you have capital of like $50, you use your first buy amount as 4. Your first margin call as 4, and your first buy amount as 10. 10 times 4 making 40, plus the first buy amount which is making it $15. Therefore, setting for this $50 capital. After you have done that, your margin call limit is 4. Full position take profit ratio means that this particular capital, I told you that 10 times 4 is equal to 40, plus the period for the first 10, for this 10 making 50. This capital, the profit ratio means that how many percentage you want to take on this $50 if the robot buy all the $50 for you. If the robot buy all the $50, how much percentage you want to take from this $50? Let me say I want to take like 5%. That is, if the coin appreciates, I enter the coin when the coin is around 0.220, and the coin go to 0.220, 225. If the coin appreciates by 5%, the robot will sell for you. Will give you the profit on 5% you choose. Change this opportunity profit cover to 0.1, and change the buy cover to 0.3. It means that I told you margin call limit means how many times you want the robot to buy for you. Opportunity profit ratio means percentage you want to take on the capital you use. Opportunity profit ratio means that cover when the market drop, so that you want to buy another call for you. Now I told you that robot will buy this in 4 places by $10. You buy in 4 places. So if you want to buy the number 1 for you, the coin must drop by 0.1. It will buy for you. If the coin want to, yes, it will buy for you by 0.1. Buy in cover. If the coin also drop by 0.3, it will buy for you. But hold position take profit cover. If the coin appreciates by 0.1, it will sell for you. It will sell for you. That's your hold position take profit cover. But if the coin drop by 0.3, it will buy another one for you. Therefore, buy and come back. So advanced setting, you always change it to one shot. If cycle means that you will have cycle and one shot. Cycle simply means that you are not having time. You don't have time for this trade. Just to set it and leave it. Maybe in the next 2 days or 3 days or 1 week. Or you are the type of person that is busy. You can apply cycle. The robot will be, after robot sell off the market, you will buy again. Sell the market will buy again, like for cycle. But the advantage of cycle is that sometimes if robots buy market at the top for you, at the top, until the market will cover before you sell for it can take some time, can take a month or 2 weeks or 1 week before the robot can. And it's not available to trade cycle when you have little capital. If you have $50, $100, $500, don't trade cycle. Don't trade on cycle. Always use one shot. Once your market sell the market for you, go out of the market and go and pick another coin. You have plenty coin. Why do you want to be stay too long on cycle? So don't trade cycle. Trade one shot for you to be quickly out of the market and pick another coin. Therefore, the cycle and one shot. So you click on one shot to grab by. So after that, I come to margin configuration. Margin configuration is simply mean margin call limit. Margin configuration simply means analysis of margin call limit. You say you want to buy like 4 times, how do you want to buy it? How many percentage you want to be buying? So the breaking down of the percentage, the breaking down of the percentage of 4 times you want to buy is what we call margin configuration. Let us enter. You can see that we have one call 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 4 margin call. 4 margin call, you can see 4 call limit, 4 call limit. You see margin configuration, 4 call limit. 4 times you want to buy. So by each time I say that if the market go by 0.5. Buy for me at the first time. If also draw by 0.5, buy for me. If you draw by 2%, buy for me. If you draw by 3%, buy for me. This account is for $50 capital. And the same thing also can be applied to $100 capital, $200 capital, $500 capital. Well, this just follow the normal procedure. But you can start from 1%, 1, it will be, this here will be 2, the next one will be 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. How many times you want to buy for you? Make it 1 time. Let me say use 1 time. Only 1 time, it will buy $10. If you use 2 times, it will buy $20 for you. 10 times 2, make it 20. 10 times 4, make it 40. You can see you have $10 for diamond. So if you use 4 times here, it will buy 10 times 4, make it $40. And you have $50 capital. Which you got on second call, it will buy. You will not be able to trade again because your capital one has finished. So you have to apply, you have to manage the capital very well to buy the 4 call for you before the capital, because before the robot will stop working. Because the robot will stop working, you don't have money to buy the remaining call. So use 1 time, 1% and 2%. 1% and 2%. That is for that. So after that, you save it. Before I continue, I proceed. Let me come again. 0.5%. How many percentage is total? Is total now? 0.5 plus 0.5 making 1, plus 1 making 2, plus making 4. So before the robot will buy all the $40 for you, the market must draw by 4%. If market drop by 4%, it will buy for your $40. But if market drop by only 1%, it will only buy 2 margin call for you. Robot can drop by 1% and buy it again and appreciate again. So if you appreciate, if you sell out, it will only buy your 2 margin call for you. But if the market drop by 4%, it will buy all the margin call for you. And if you appreciate again, it will sell for you. So that's a calculation. You calculate the percentage before together, giving you 4%. So that is for that. After you have done that, you you check it. AI margin call, you off it when you need. You can see. After you done that, you have checked your trade. Make sure that this trade is not on cycle. It's the one shot. After you done that, you now save it. Save. Then after you save it, you come to this place. You click on strategy mode. You change it to sub-B time settlement. Always use this. Not always use. Don't use warehouse. Always use this sub-B mode time settlement and confirm. Confirm. It's telling me that I'm not activated yet. So you can see I click sub-B time settlement. See, public allocation for sub-B warehouse first. You can see that the method that I always want to trade 4 margin call. It's because we are trading on 4 margin call. If you are trading on 4 margin call, you will use warehouse because it will only sell at once for you. If you trade sub-B whenever you want to use 4 margin call, always use warehouse mode. Only use warehouse because that warehouse means it will sell the 4 margin call at once. It's not selling separately. You sell it at once for you. So choose warehouse whenever you are using 4 margin call. Whenever you are using 10 or 9 or 12 margin call, use sub-B time settlement. Let me come again. Whenever you are using 4 margin call, use warehouse mode, the first one. But if you are using like 7 margin call, if you are using 7 margin call or 9 margin call or 8 margin call, I told you that it depends on your capital you have for this margin call. It depends on the capital you have that you want to break it down for this margin call. So for $50 now, he said let's use 4 margin call for $50. That's why I always use warehouse, the first one. But if it is you are using like 9 margin call, you change it to sub-B time settlement. Is that clear? Thanks for that. So after you have done that, click on save. $10 first buy amount. You want to activate when activate the robot when the trade has started. The trade has started. The robot will soon buy now. The trade has started and produce $4. I mean $10. The trade has started. After I say I take 5%. Take COVID figure. When the market is 1946, present now is 1841. If this act is 1946, it will sell for you. It will sell for you. It will sell for you by 1946. So the market has started. The market has started. Time for the act. So after that, you go back. You can see that. So you are going back now. If you want to check your present trade, the trade the coin you are trading. Whenever you come, you log in again, you want to check your trade. Come to strategy. So I will show you the coin you are trading. You can see that how many coins now? I'm only 8 trade. 8 trade. You can see Flocky Arc. How many dollar is supposed to have $10 as well $10. This position amount USD $300 as bought here. Magic $500 as bought. Sell 501. 500. Let's open 701. Pep 621. 1 each 561. That is all the 81 trade. So that's how you can check your trade. On strategy, you see your present trade you are trading. So that is for that. So these are the profit you will see. Whenever the robot bring profit, if the robot buy, they will notify you here that come to order message. You will see that they are no buy in ARC, they are no buy in Flock, they are no buy in Flocky, they are no buy in PEP, they are no sell Bybit in Magic, they are no buy in Bybit because you will see the notification. That is for by the way.